switch into existing database, we have to use the command use database name. We have to use this use command. So I'm just creating a database. Suppose use any database name. I'll just give a database name. So we can create any database. I'm creating some database name. Suppose I given the database name as Northwind DB. That is the database name. Any name we can give. So here I'm creating a database. So use Northwind DB. That is the database name. Okay. And database is created. After database is created, so we need to create tables into it. See, lot of points are there. I'm just giving our purpose related points only. So how do we create tables? So into the, remember, show DBS here, Northwind DB is not in the list. Why? Because in general MongoDB, database will be shown in the list only when it has some tables into it. So we just created database. So we just created database. So I will just give this use Northwind DB. That is database created. After that, create tables. Here tables are called collections. Into database, create tables and add into database and add into database. How we can create tables? Actually, to create tables, we have to use db dot create collection, and table name. That's how we define. So that means here I am using db dot create collection. Suppose I want to create a table. So like TBL categories. That's how I want to create. Or I want to create like TBL products. That is the table. We can create a table. Any number of options we can define here. So that is table. So category or products, here we are dealing with. So just we have to create a table, that is create collection. So let's create a table. First, DB, it shows current database. Current database is Northwind DB. You can use MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, any databases, or you can use your own server side, other server side technologies here. So here I have to create db dot create collection. And the table name TBL products, that is the table name. Create collection, TBL products, and table is created. Okay, fine. Now I need to add records into this table. Actually, what we can do is show collections. It will show view tables list. So in order to see the tables list, we have to use show collections, right? After creating, if you want to see show collections will show the tables. We need to insert record into the tables. That means add records into the table now. That means after creating a table, next point I am showing you how we can add records into table. Add records into table. That means in Mongo terminology, we will say documents into collection. In Mongo terminology, we will say documents into collection. That also very simple. db dot collection name dot insert. And you can insert as an object because JavaScript based here. And db dot collection name you can insert as an array of objects. That means if you want to add multiple records, you can use this technique. How you can add records into a table. After creating table, adding the records into table. Let's add records into the table. So that means db dot collection name tbl products dot insert, and here I want to add one record, and here I defined name, property, so Samsung TV, and price, some price, and this is the options we have defined. You can add any number of fields, just this is enough. That is one record, name and price, one record inserted. I want to insert multiple records. That means you can insert in this way. You can insert in this way. So that means you can add the record in this way. You can add multiple records. That means here I'm saying db.tbl products dot insert, and here we are using array of object. One is name, and this is mobile, and price, and some price. All are JavaScript data types only. So another here we have name, some Nike casuals, and yeah, and here we have some price, and the price, yeah, and the price, some price. Okay, another object, so we have name and some Lee Cooper boots. Okay, and price and some price. Okay, and this is multiple records. We are inserting 3 records into it. In an array style, we can add the records. So we created a table and we are inserting the records. So multiple. This is for single record, and this is for multiple records. Okay. And in order to watch the data, that means in order to view the data, view documents from collection. So for that we have to just use db dot collection name dot find dot pretty. So db dot tbl products dot find is enough. Dot pretty is to display in a clear form. So here you can see db dot tbl products dot find. It will show the records to display in a better way. So generally we use db dot tbl products dot find dot pretty. That will display the data here. And actually MongoDB will have an internally generated primary key. Automatically a primary key is generated. You can ignore that. You can add your own primary key. So much is there. ID is generated as an automatic primary key for every fields, for every row here. So we have data. So currently data is ready. So data access layer with the data is ready. So this is the process. Generally how you do. You can practice this with what I have shown you. Or you can use your own technologies, what you know already, if you know already, right? This is not a part of Angular. This is entire server-side integrations. So we created the database, it is ready. Okay. Next, we need a server-side technology. This server-side technology is responsible for interacting with the database. After interacting with the database, converting the data into understandable format of client is handled by Express middleware. So server-side technology, Node.js should use Express as a middleware. So that means it is a middleware which is used for handling communication from the client and server. So convert